Hey y'all, welcome back to the Prepper Homestead Workshop. I know it's been a while, I apologize for that. But I want to talk to you about extra fuel for your tools. If you have a workshop or a farm shop, or you do anything with any kind of metal or a lot of automotive or stuff, you're likely to have an oxy-acetylene rig or maybe an oxypropane. If you've got MIG welders, you're going to have some kind of shielding gas. If you don't run flux core wire, you've got to have shielding gas. Well, all of these things come in pressurized cylinders, and they're great as long as you have fuel for it. Now, this is what I do for a living, so I keep an extra set for my oxy-acetylene torch, and I keep a couple of extra bottles of shielding gas for my welders. But for a kind of SHTF or grid down type situation, this is going to be, an oxy-acetylene is going to be my cutting tool of choice, because I mean, I've got generators and stuff, but a chop saw would just suck electricity. This would be the best way, the most portable way to cut steel. If I have to go out and do any kind of salvaging, anything like that, it's going to be my oxy-acetylene. So I want to make sure I've got plenty of gas on hand for it. So I want to share a tip with you that I have learned. You can get extra oxy-acetylene bottles for a decent price at auctions and estate sales. If you go to auctions and sales, a lot of times there will be in old farms and stuff in the shop, there will be an oxy-acetylene rig, and maybe it'll be half full, maybe it'll be completely full, and you can usually get those pretty cheap. Sometimes if the bottle's in date and it's a supplier that I know, I'll go ahead and use it completely up and then swap it out for a full bottle, and just kind of swap it every now and then. But if I get a full one that's almost full, it's got a lot of pressure, maybe the bottle's out of date so it can't be filled, but there's nothing wrong with you storing that, putting that up for later. I've gotten several oxygen and acetylene bottles this way that were full in the shop. I got the whole rig, the torch, the regulator's torch and everything for like 150 bucks, and they were larger. These are the 80 cubic foot cylinders. These were larger cylinders, and I was able to put the regulators and torch and whatnot on Craigslist and make my money back and still have extra oxygen and acetylene for my tools. And it's the same way with shielding gas for a MIG welder. Flux core is great. I prefer to run regular MIG wire when I'm welding because it gives you a cleaner weld. So you know, of course, if you're stick welding, you don't need it. But I just like to keep extra gas around. I mean, if we're really prepping for things, you know, you've got some extra gasoline put back and treated, you've got some kerosene put back. There's no reason in the world not to have extra cylinders of things. Also talked to some people, and the oxygen, the medical oxygen, I've come across several of those and kind of stuck them back, just kind of emergency. You know, a little shot of oxygen does people good in some predicaments. So just something to look for when you're out and about. It's by no means a first priority if you're just getting into to prepping or homesteading or anything like that. This is not an immediate thing that you need to go out and do, but it is something to keep an eye open. If you see them available, just, you know, food for thought. Go ahead and get some. Anyway, I hope y'all got something out of this, and if you'd like to, feel free to like the video. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below, and we look forward to seeing you later. Thank you.